Hello, beautiful humans. I'm so excited and honored to be a part of the Awakening Her Festival. My name is Pearl, also known as Your Girl Pearl. And in today's training, I'm going to be talking about how to become unstoppable. And the way that I coach and train and support people, a little bit background about me. I'm a state optimization expert for leaders, entrepreneurs, women that are on big missions, that want to impact millions of people, impact the world, share their gifts, tap into their power, lead with such a powerful way from a soul led place. I help women tap into the magic of their bodies, help women optimize their states, increase their energy, balance their hormones, tap into what you're actually meant to operate like as a woman. Bring your nervous system into rest, into healing, into being in such a grounded space and state when you are doing your thing and leading and sharing your gifts and supporting people and creating an incredible life for yourself. There's one viewer here, hello. And if you're here, drop a comment, say hello in the chat. I'm here to help women that have such big missions normalize them in the body. I do a lot of somatic work. My background's in nutrition. I do a lot of neuroscience. I'm really, really obsessed with how can we optimize our states more? How can we create a beautiful concoction of chemicals in our body versus running off of cortisol and stress hormones and always being in fight or flight and our organs aren't operating the way they're meant to be. I'm so interested in really helping women understand how to unlock. Hi, Yvonne, happy you're here. How to unlock and tap into optimal states of well being. Our body is so magical, our body is so incredible. And I've studied the body for years, for 8 years, I studied the body. I know all the scientific things. I went to school for 6 years studying all these things about the body. And we are so not equipped with the tools. Hi, beautiful. The tools understand how to optimize our states, how to unlock better ways of thinking in the brain, how to elevate naturally our positive endorphins, how to increase what I call how lit we are every single day. And that's what makes you unstoppable. It's how you feel, it's how you think, it's how you operate. It's the levels at which your brain and body are operating at and optimized for. I really believe you're only as successful as your body is able to operate at, the levels your body are able to operate at. And I see so many leaders, so many women operating from stress. Go, go, go. They don't rest, they don't breathe. They're running around. I gotta do this on my to-do list, and oh, these are all the things I have to do, and oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed all the time. Do you feel overwhelmed all the time? That is not ideal. And I'm here to show you a different way of being. My light died, but that's okay, you can still see me. Different way of operating that's gonna help you not only have a success and the impact in the business that you want, but it's to also feel so good on the inside, like truly thriving. Your hormones are balanced, your nervous system's grounded, you're not stressed, you're calm. You understand how to hold the duality of life, to be a powerful leader. You understand how to tap into more levels of motivation, of energy, of productivity, of focus. You understand what you need to do to get your body on board. When life ebbs and flows, when the waves are crashing, when things are happening that you can't control, how can we stay grounded? How can we get our mind, our body, our soul on board? No matter what crazy hecticness is going on outside of us, how can we still lead and show up for ourselves in a powerful way? And that comes down to your state, that comes down to your blood sugars, that comes down to your hormones, that comes down to your nervous system, that comes down to how you think about yourself. And these are all the things that I believe are what make us unstoppable. Let me know how you feel in the chat if that's what you want to tap more into. Drop a yes if you're like, yep, I want to tap more into that. So I'm going to share with you the 4 parts, the 4 steps that I call the LIT method. In my world, I use the word lit a lot because it's my mission to help more women become lit up. and to help more women tap into their levels of magic, of energy. Do you know we're so incredible? Women, let me just side tangent, but I truly believe the more women that are empowered are going to change the world. Like, that is my deep belief. And we need to have more women that are liberated, more women that are feeling incredible, more women that are operating at higher levels, vibrating higher, because that's what's going to change the world. We are magical beings. We have so much power within us, and we don't access it nearly enough. And so this is going to help you access more of your power, more of your energy, more of your life force, more of your true essence. We need that to shine, because that's what's going to change the world. So it's your girl Pearl. We're going to dive in, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So the LIT method. There's 4 parts to the LIT method. And this is what I call shabam. Shabam. I'm a dancer. I love to dance. Movement, somatics is my literal life, and I do this a lot with my clients. But I'm always like moving and grooving. So shabam. It's an acronym, and it's the S is for soul. So getting into soul alignment. The H is for heart and emotions, understanding how to lit AF, let's go. Understanding how to use your emotions as fuel. I call it use your feelings as fuel. And my second talk's actually going to dive really deep into this. I have a second talk coming up. Understand how to use your feelings as fuel. Because as women, we have an art, we have a magical way of using our feelings and taking our emotions and using that to create. Now, many of us stay stuck in our feelings and our emotions. But once you tap into, oh, actually, you can use this to create more magic, to fuel yourself more, to make even more impact, that's when shit gets lit. All right? Like, that's so. Anyway, I'm getting excited because it's so cool, and that's why I have a whole talk about it. The third piece, we got the S, we got the H, we got the B is the body. So, how do we optimize our body, our physical state, our state of well being? And I have a framework for that to share with you too. Because your energy, your health is the most important thing. Like, so many women put their health to the bottom of the to-do list. And if this is you, it's totally okay. I used to be there too. But we can no longer operate like that. It is our duty and our job to be operating and being in elevated states, to be healthy, to have energy, to be hydrated, to not be stressed, to take care of yourself, to fill up your cup. Because when our cups are full, then we can overflow. But I see too many women, too many leaders putting themselves at the bottom of the list. Because, oh, I gotta get clients, I gotta pay the bills, oh, I gotta make more money, oh, I gotta post, oh, and don't get me wrong, the business is important. But you are more important. So you get to understand how to optimize your body in ways that serve you, okay? In ways that make sense for you and the life you wanna live. Because that needs to be your top priority. If you're here for a long time, and if you're here to really show up in a powerful way, especially in 2025, I believe this year is going to help shift so many humans. And the last piece is the M. So we got the shabam, the S, the H, the B, the M. It's the mind. Our minds are so powerful. Our thoughts, everything that we think and goes through our brain, our beliefs, our identity, how we see ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we view ourselves. The mindset piece is so powerful. So I'm going to give you some mindset tips and tricks and ways to shift your identity and look at yourself in a way different light. So that's the LIT method. So I want to dive into the first. How are you doing so far? Let me know in the chat. Thanks for all your engagement. If you're watching the replay, still pop into the chat. I'm going to be sharing a way to win some one-on-one coaching with me at the end of this video, and I'm really excited. And I also have some freebies that I put in the notes there in this talk. So the first one is the soul. First and foremost, we got to get so aligned and so clear on what our soul's mission is. I don't know about you, but it's so easy to get lost in the sauce. I was lost in the sauce for literally years. I'm like, oh, I think I'm just going to be doing this. And someone told me that this was the good idea, so I'm going to do this. And, oh, okay, well, I don't want to be too bold or too big, so I'm just going to call myself this instead and stay really small. And no, what on your soul is the thing that you're here to do? What are you feeling called to do? There's no time to play small. There's no time to hold back. The thing that's on your soul is what you're here to create and to birth. And the more you delay it, the more you delay your success, your impact, your income, all the things. And so it's getting so clear on, okay, what is that for me? And stripping away all the layers, all the conditioning, all the shit that we walk in here with. And it's, oh, I actually really want to speak on more stages. Oh, I actually really desire to create this business, this company. I really want to create whatever it is for you and own the shit out of that. Own it. Like, I'm here to do XYZ and this is my mission and I'm not giving up because this is what I'm here to do. Once you actually claim it and like step into that, that's when things are going to start to align for you. And it's learning how to move from a soul level. Something I teach my clients is how to move from a soul level. Is how to understand what feels expansive to you and operate from that feeling of expansiveness, right? It's not operating from fear. Oh, what if it doesn't work? Oh, I don't know, that's a good idea. Oh, no one's gonna buy. Oh, no one's gonna like my idea. What if it's stupid? Oh, man, like, I really want to do this, but how many times you said to yourself, I really want to do this, but it's not the right time. I don't have money. Oh, this is more important. I gotta do this first. Blah, 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 like all the things. It's, what do you really want to do? No buts. And then how do we align ourselves to go do that? So one thing I want to really encourage you to do, and I usually take my people through an exercise, but I'm not going to do it right now because it takes quite a bit of time, but it's an exercise to understand what that feeling in your body is of feeling expansive, of feeling like a full body yes. So many times we're stuck in our head, we're overthinking, we're being logical, we're like, oh, well, does this make sense? How's that gonna work? Oh, I don't know. When you're up here, when really we need to be in here. I just did an experience called Out of Your Mind where I helped over 50 women get out of their mind and into their bodies, and actually have a link up there for free to share with you guys. This is really powerful training. It was a 3-day experience helping women get into their bodies and understand how to move from a body-led, soul-led place. So I just want you to take a moment and just think about, okay, well, what does that feeling of expansiveness feel like to me? Is it in my chest? Is it in my body? Is it in my wherever? Just like take a moment and connect with the body and see what that expansive feeling is. And I want you to tap into that feeling whenever you're deciding to do something, whenever you're deciding to not do something or put your dreams aside. It's like, okay, does this feel expansive to me? Or does it feel contractive to me? There's some things that you're doing right now in your day-to-day that are contracting you. And whatever those things are, you need to stop doing them. The more you can live in a state of expansion, of, oh wow, yes, I desire to do this from a body-led, soul-based place, you will see shifts so fast. Let me know if that lands. So the first step is to tap into your soul's desires, really get clear on what that is, own the shit out of it. Don't let those thoughts, those excuses, those limiting beliefs stop you from doing what you're truly here to do on this earth. And start making all your moves, all your decisions from that soul-led, expansive place, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it feels scary, even if, yes, Yvonne, that is it. Tingles, you feel floaty. That is the feeling you want to lean into more and more. The more you can operate from this place, like it's happened for me, this past 2 weeks, I've really been dialing in, operating from this place. I've gotten incredible opportunities, clients coming into my world. Like before, like 2 months ago, I was like, oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I had this like mindset. I need to shift out of it. And I was like, well, okay, let's practice what you preach. Let's operate from this soul-led, expansive place. And what happened is I drew so many incredible things coming in, because when you align your frequency to match your desires, the universe is like, oh, there you go, here. But if you are not aligned, if you're not feeling like you can do it, if you're talking yourself out of your ideas, the universe is like, well, why would I give you the things that you say you desire, but you're not doing, you're procrastinating, you're telling yourself it's not time or not whatever, you're not good enough. The universe isn't going to match you because your frequency is not there. So if you can move from that energy, life changes so fast. And so I want you to double down on that, okay? Okay, beautiful. Let me know if that made sense. If you have any questions as well, just drop them in the chat as I'm chatting here. Thank you so much, Yvonne. It's honestly been so transformational, and we're getting lit. We're about to fly, blast off. Let's go. And I want you all to come with me. That's why I'm sharing this information with you, because we don't need to gatekeep. Everyone has so much magic within them that they can access, and everyone has their next level of success that they can unlock too. So we're all gonna win, okay? So the next piece is the H, shabam. The H is the heart. So our heart, our emotions, our feelings. Something that I believe we need to do way more of is feel. Is truly feel. Because feelings are so powerful once you allow the feelings to move through your body in the way they're meant to, and you don't let any stories or negative things get attached to them. And you extract the wisdom and the lessons and the learning from the feelings, and you honor that you are an emotional being, and that is okay, and it's beautiful. And you allow yourself to feel how you need to feel, but the key is not letting yourself getting stuck there. It's not to get stuck there, right? And the thing I do with my people, my clients, is help them use the body as the vessel, as the tool to move through their feelings. We do this through dancing. Okay, I'm a dancer and I love dancing, and I help women tap into how to use movement and dance to move through their emotions, to ground themselves, to regulate their nervous system. It's not let our feelings keep us stuck. Because what happens so often is something will happen. Let's say no one bought your program, for example, and you feel really negative or bad about it. And you're like, oh, I can't believe no one bought. Oh my God, I didn't make a sale. I'm not going to be successful. This is not going to work. What if no one likes my stuff? I'm not good enough. Oh my gosh. And you start getting into this, narrative. Let me know if you've been here, because I've been here many times. You get into this narrative. You're like, oh, because no one bought, it means this. And oh, I feel so bad about myself. And oh, I'm unworthy. And all these things come up. And what if we could, it's okay to feel the feelings. Yes, you're feeling sad or disappointed no one bought. It's totally cool. Like, that's accepted. That's okay. And then instead of getting into this story that, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough, no one's gonna buy, and I'm a failure, not successful, it's how can we not get into that story? Quicksand fables, I love that, Yvonne. And then how can we actually extract the wisdom from that, learn how to move it through the body so we're not stuck, so we can still move and take action in an aligned way. A lot of time we will get stuck up here overthinking. We're like, oh, well, no one bought, so I'm not going to sell anymore. And oh, like, I don't know. And, we end up not taking action. Or maybe you delay your action, or you take a couple days, or whatever it looks like for you. There's like some delay there because of the story you're telling yourself, because of the feeling you're feeling. But what if we could feel the feels, not make it mean anything, move it through the body, get yourself back on track, grounded, see what the lesson was, realign yourself, and then still take action powerfully. And that can happen within minutes. Because that's the framework I teach people, is like, we can do this within minutes. So many women come into my world and they let themselves stay stuck for days, for weeks, because they didn't make a sale and business isn't going how they're supposed to. Because we want to be in control. Of course, we want to make the sales and get the clients and make the impact that we're here to make and we're going to. But going back to the energy and the frequency, if you let yourself stay in this story because something that happened and you're feeling bad about it, and you don't let yourself move through it and release it from the body, you stay in that vibration until you shift that state. So it's so important to understand how to use your feelings as fuel. I'm going to dive deeper into this. But for now, just know that next time you feel something, allow yourself to just feel it, like process it. The science says, the stats are, it takes about 2 minutes to process the feelings on the body level. Like our body just needs about 2 minutes to process the feelings. Now, if you can just take yourself 2, 5, whatever, take yourself some time. When you feel the feels, acknowledge it. Be like, okay, I'm feeling kind of sad right now, actually, because I didn't get any clients today. And that's okay. And you accept yourself and you feel. Maybe you cry. Maybe you go for a walk or journal. Whatever your process is, you go and do that. But you don't get into the mind drama about what feeling this way means to you. And maybe you shift your energy, you shift your state. Maybe you give yourself some love and you see what's there. Okay, I'm feeling sad. Okay, what is here? Like, what's the lesson here? And when you tune into that, your body will tell you. you will have some things come through because we're magical beings and we're always tapped into source and guidance. Whether or not we tap into it, that's our decision, but we're always tapped into that. And so now your feelings get to be a source of learning. And you're like, oh, I see, like maybe this is what I need to shift, or oh, that actually didn't feel quite aligned, and things will come through. And you give yourself time and space, then you move accordingly. And that could take 5, 10, 20 minutes, but it doesn't have to be days, it doesn't have to be hours. And you get to move through that. So that's what I want you to do next time you feel something, okay? Let me know if that's clear. Because our feelings are actually our fuel. And I really want you to come to my next talk about this because I'm going to really dive deep into how to move through the body. And we're going to move together. It's going to be so beautiful. Okay, now the next piece is our body. It's our body. It's our physical body and our state, and how to elevate this, how to tap into more levels of energy, how to really increase our vitality, how to thrive on a cellular level. I love this because I used to be a dietitian. I'm a nutritionist, and I really believe in optimizing your states. So I've broken down this into 5 things. I call it your daily dose of M&Ms, okay? And of course, it's simplified. There's a lot of other layers, but I like to keep it simple just to start. Okay, this is our foundation, then we build on top of that. We gotta build those wins. Thanks, Yvonne. So, your daily dose of M&Ms. So, you're gonna write this down, okay? This is gonna help you optimize your state, your being, your brain, your organs, all the things, because it's so important. So, your daily dose of M&Ms, what it looks like. I'm gonna spell it out for you, and I'm gonna explain it. The dose. Hi, Paula. The dose, D-O-S-E, is your dopamine, your oxytocin, your serotonin, and your endorphins, okay? These are your happy brain chemicals. Hi, Shannon. These are your positive endorphins, your positive chemicals. Okay, your dose. And your M&Ms, it's M-N-M-S-S, 2 S's there, okay? Not the candy, not the wrapper, okay? M&Ms, M-N-M-S-S, okay? Your morning routine, your nourishment. Let's go, Shannon. Your nourishment, your movement, your stress reduction, and your sleep. Okay, when you learn how to optimize all these areas, you will feel so unstoppable. Like literally, you will have 10 times more energy levels. So dose and M&Ms, they kind of go hand in hand, but I just want to break it down so you understand why it's so important. I'm going to give you examples and you get to create it for yourself. Yes, Shannon, you got this. So your dose, your dopamine, your oxytocin, your serotonin, and your endorphins. These are our positive chemicals that we need in the body to operate at higher levels to feel really good. Now, dopamine is something that is related to our motivation. It's something that we can create and release when we think about rewards, when we think about, okay, this is what I'm going to get, a positive outcome. All right, dopamine can be released in so many different ways, but one of the biggest stealers or drainers of our dopamine is our phone. Our phone gives us a bunch of false dopamine, like fake quick hits of dopamine, because we're getting likes and oh my gosh, we're posting and this and that, which is, great, but when our brain learns to get addicted to the dopamine from the phone versus from the dopamine from healthier things, that becomes a problem. And that's when your focus starts to go. That's when you're not as productive because your brain wants to actually go to the phone because it's like, oh, I need dopamine. Where can I get it? Oh, I go to the phone. And so you're trying to work and focus on something, but your brain's trying to get you to check your phone. How many times have you experienced that during your day? You're trying to focus, you're trying to work and write captions or work on your business and whatever it is, then you have this urge to check your phone. Like you pick up your phone and you look at the notifications or whatever it is. So we want to learn and train our brains to want dopamine from more positive sources, from more healthy sources. And there's many ways to do this, but the simplest way I'm going to share, I like simple. Dopamine gets released when we anticipate positive outcomes, okay? So anticipation of positive outcomes means I'm thinking about something positive that's going to happen when I do X thing. This happens in the animal kingdom. This is like a primal instinct. For example, is a lion sees a zebra, okay? lion's like, oh, that's food. When I chase that zebra, I'm gonna get food for me and my family, and I'm gonna survive, and this is gonna help me feed, my kids and whatever the lion's thinking. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what they're thinking. And so dopamine gets released in the lion's body to help give it energy to go run and chase the zebra because it knows that when I catch that zebra, I'm gonna be winning, right? I'm gonna be eating and whatever. So when we do the same thing, and this is the power of the mind, honestly, like life changing. You can release dopamine in your brain just from thinking a thought. You can get motivated and feel more energized just from thinking a thought. And this is where the power of the mindset and like understanding neuroscience comes in. This is why I geek out on this stuff. Because people are like, oh, I'm just so unmotivated and I have no energy and oh man, I don't have focus, I'm not productive. And it's because you're not thinking in a way that supports you. So when you have something you need to do, you gotta tell yourself, oh my gosh, when I do this, I'm going to get XYZ. I'm going to whatever, make it up. Like I'm gonna feel really good. I'm gonna get more people in my world. I'm going to work on my skills. I'm going to be able to attract more abundance. Whatever the positive thing is for you, it doesn't matter. Just tell it to your brain, right? And then you will feel more energized to do the thing. So if it's something you've been procrastinating, this is a huge hack that I do. If you have resistance towards something, but you know it's aligned and you know it's just like expansive or it's like in a new territory, do that so you can feel motivated to do the thing. Okay, O is oxytocin. That comes from being around people. This is why being surrounded with people is so important. Oxytocin gets released. It's like our safety chemical. So when you're around people, for example, when you hug people, it gets released. When you cuddle, things like that. And so making sure you have people in your circle that make you feel safe. It's not just when you hug people, but it's about the safety. So are you safe to be fully expressed? Are you safe to say what you need to say? Do you have people in your circle, women, that empower you, that make you feel good, online, offline, right? Are you able to share your ideas freely? And are you encouraged? Like this is really important for your overall optimal well-being. Humans are very communal people, communal beings. So you need to find yourself, and being in this group is amazing. I hope you meet some friends here. If you're from Vancouver, holla at your girl. But getting in the room and being around people that are really going to help you elevate and help you release more oxytocin. That's one way to do it. There's many other ways, but I want to be mindful of time, so I'm going to start rushing through this. So take your notes. You can watch the replay as well. S is serotonin. This gets released in so many ways, but it gets released when you listen to music, when you dance, when you do something positive, when you are outside for going for a walk, when you get sunlight hitting your eyes, like so many things that you can do to release serotonin. When you eat healthy, when your gut health is healthy, when you sleep well, like all the basics, all the healthy habits help you improve your baseline serotonin levels, okay? So doing things of that nature to help you elevate that. And endorphins, well, the biggest way to release endorphins is the exercise. The E is for endorphins, also for exercise, okay? So that's the dose. So you want to make sure you're getting your daily dose every single day. Now your M&Ms, this ties into it. You're going to get your daily dose from your M&Ms. So the M&Ms are daily habits you need to double down on to amplify your energy and to be in a thriving state. So your M is your morning routine. So you're not checking your phone. You're taking time in the morning to connect, to ground, to meditate, to visualize. The morning after you wake up, the time after you wake up is so powerful, and your brain is in a certain state. And this is where you're more susceptible and you're more impressionable. And you can really start to plant seeds for your day. You set intention. This is where your brain will take what you're implanting and help you create that in your day. It's like a magical thing that happens. Let me know if you've ever experienced that. So your morning routine, if you are not already having time without your phone in the morning, please make that a priority. Like now, like yesterday. Because you're going to see so many different shifts, even when you just do it for one day, how your brain operates, how you think, how you feel, how motivated you are, how focused you are when you start your day on those notes. The second one of the M&Ms is your nourishment, Now, this is not just how you eat. Of course, it is how you eat. What you eat is so important. I have a motto that's called eat more plants, do more dance. Eat more fiber, eat more vegetables, eat more fruit, eat more nuts and seeds, eat more fiber-rich foods because fiber fuels our gut health. Eat more balanced meals. Eat more protein. A lot of women don't have enough protein in their morning. Stop skipping meals. Start eating a nourishing, well balanced breakfast. That's going to help support your cortisol levels and your blood sugars, help reduce your anxiety and reduce your stress in the body, and that will help you feel more grounded and have a more thriving state. So, nourishment. Yes, eating the foods, but it's not just what you eat, it's what you consume as a whole. And when I say that, I mean what you're listening to, who you're talking to, social media, what you're reading, like what you're consuming as a whole. What environments are you putting yourself in? What music podcasts are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Whose opinion are you letting into your world? Because what you consume impacts your brain on a subconscious level. And you become a product of what you consume. And so being really mindful of what you're consuming and really like unfollowing people if you need to, not seeing friends if you need to, not talking to family if you need to. Like, I don't, only if it aligns, but for me, I'm like, I need to be really mindful of what I'm consuming, and I cannot be in these spaces with certain people because it doesn't serve me. It doesn't feel good to my body. It doesn't lift me up. And or when you're around these people, you have to shrink yourself, and that's not a good feeling either. So just assessing what you're consuming, what's your nourishment look like on a daily basis, and starting to do more things that help you level up, that help nourish you and help make you feel really good, right? Next piece is movement. I'm not going to stay here long. Move your body every single day. Doesn't matter for how long. Ideally, you are in a consistent routine of movement and exercise, but move your body. Go for a walk. Go dance. Do an at-home workout. Go to the gym. Lift some weights. Go to a workout class. I love F45. F45's the shit in my opinion, but I also like dancing. I also like yoga. I also like, so every day making time and space to move your body, to prioritize that. All right. Next is your soul. No, your soul. Your S. Okay, your stress management. Your stress management. This is understanding what you need to do to reduce your stress. Cortisol and stress is the number one thing I help my clients reduce because it is the number one killer, and we need to learn how to operate in a more calm, grounded state without cortisol running through our veins all the time. I'm glad you're loving this, Paula. Thank you so much. So, really quickly, simply, there's 2 things you can do right now to reduce your cortisol. 1, reduce the stressors in your life. Literally look at your life, take a moment after this call even. Look at what is stressing me out the most in my life and see what you can do about it. Okay, well, can I change this? Can I remove it? Can I have a conversation with someone about this? Can I see what you can do about this, okay? Remove as many stressors as possible in your life. Make your life easier. What would it feel like if this was easy? A question I love to ask myself. What would this look like if it was easy? And see what comes through. We are meant for ease. We are meant for flow. We don't have to live in a stress state all the time. Okay. So that's the first thing you can do. Second thing you can do is, how can I increase my tolerance to stress? How can I increase my nervous system capacity to stress? All right. And this looks like a couple different things. This looks like having tools that help ground you when you're feeling stressed, have tools that help you come back to center, that help you not get into your activated fight or flight mode when you're stressed, but that help you come back home. And the best tool, the simplest tool, you know I'm simple, is deep belly breaths, deep breathing, activating your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve is a nerve that helps you tap into your calm, rest, and relax and healing states. The more you can be in these states, the better. Taking nice deep belly breaths, like slow breaths throughout your day. When you feel yourself being stressed, come take slow breaths. Just relax. Just ease into it and feel your body calm down. Then from that state, start to anchor in other things that you want to create in your life and mantras you want to bring into, or whatever you're dealing with the situation. Let it go. It's not that serious. I don't have to get so stressed out about this. And you get to create more resilience and capacity, so you're not triggered as soon as something stressful happens, okay? So 2 things you can do. Assess your stressors and take deep breaths when you're feeling stressed and come back to your body to ground yourself as often as possible. Who's still with me? I'm gonna go a little bit over, but thanks so much for being here. Like, I hope you're enjoying this. And if you implement this, know it will change your life. You will become unstoppable. It's incredible. The last piece is sleep. As we know, sleep's important. Our hormones, our daily mind, how we operate, our body, everything. Our sleep is the most important thing. Getting good quality sleep is super important. So, creating an evening wind down routine, especially for women, especially if you're go, go, go and you're always working, you're always thinking, and you're always all the things, creating an evening routine is going to support you. No screens, dim your lights, no distractions. Literally, like getting just so calm and with yourself. You need more time with yourself. If no one's told you that, this is me telling you, you need more time with yourself. Stop booking your schedule so full, back to back to back, all these calls, all these things. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. The more you can have some space in your morning, even midday, in your evening space, give yourself time to connect, to reflect, to be in your body, to stretch, to see what ideas come through. So magical. These times you give yourself, that's where the real creativity downloads, things come through and you can take action on them. But you need to give yourself space to access that. So creating an evening routine, whatever makes you feel calm and good, do that in the evening. Cut off your phone time, right? Turn off your phone even. And then take time to journal, to whatever, and really ingrain positive things into yourself. Empower yourself. Reflect on your day and celebrate yourself. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. Tell yourself you're so proud that you did all these things today. Wow, look at the things you're doing. Positive self-talk, right? So creating an evening routine that makes you feel good, calm, grounded. So by the time you get to bed, you're in a calm state and you can go to bed and fall asleep and have a good quality of sleep. Biggest mistake most women make is that they go to bed while they're still in their wired states, thinking about business, and they're on their phone scrolling TikTok or Instagram, and they go to bed and they're thinking about all these things and they try to go to bed and their brain's thinking about business, oh my god, and you can't fall asleep and you're tossing and turning and it takes you time to fall asleep and you don't have good quality sleep and you wake up feeling not rested. Any of you experience that? Once you shift the state you're in before you go to bed, bring yourself to a calm, relaxed, peaceful state before you go to bed, you're going to see drastic changes in your sleep, in your quality of sleep, and how you feel, in your energy, in your mood, in your hormones, in your focus, your productivity. I can go on and on. Okay, super important. All right, so that is the body piece. That was a lot, but this is one of the biggest things I work with clients around, because optimizing your state is my jam. So that's the body piece, your daily dose of M&Ms, okay? So you get to create that for yourself. Right after this call, I want you to actually create that for yourself and make changes now. We don't need to wait to make change. We don't need to wait to change our life. So many of us put our life on the back burner, put our goals and dreams and, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it on New Year's. Oh, I'll just wait. No, just do it now. Take a tiny action now. Make it simple. Make it easy. Just do something. Take action. Create that for yourself. You can feel 10 times better tomorrow if you decide to. All right, the last piece here. Thank you for being here. Who's having a great time so far? Who's taking notes? Drop it below. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining me for this talk. The last piece to becoming unstoppable is your mind. Now, I could go on and on and on about this forever, for hours, but I'm just going to share one of the biggest tools that have impacted me. And if you take everything I've shared today and implement it, know that your life will absolutely change. Quantum shift. You're available for that right now. You get to decide and step into your higher version of yourself whenever you choose to. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Yes, Deidre. Yeah. Okay. Your mind. 99% of the shit that comes in your mind is not even yours. The limiting beliefs, the things that you're scared of, the fears, the doubts, the excuses, the things, a lot of it's not even yours. And once I realized that, a lot of us are carrying things that aren't even ours. It's your mom's, it's your grandma's, it's the lineage, it's your younger self that didn't feel like she was enough when she was younger. It's all these things that we were conditioned. We have these like bags on our shoulders, and we have little people whispering things that aren't even true to us because it's like ingrained in our body. And our mind tells us these things that, oh, we can't do it, we're not enough, oh, ooh, ah, And one of the biggest shifts you can make is when a thought comes up. Now, not all thoughts are not ours, but the ones that are ours have a different frequency. You're going to notice that. The thoughts that come from higher self have a different frequency versus, oh, you're not good enough. I don't know if you should do that. Oh, you don't have enough time. Oh, wow, I'm so stressed. I'm so overwhelmed. Different frequency. So just start to look at how the thoughts feel when they come in. And so the thoughts that don't feel aligned, thoughts that have a lower vibration, oh, this isn't mine. Oh, this actually, no, I don't want to believe in that thought. Like, can we just start to pass on the thoughts? Like, not every thought that comes up you need to cling on to for dear life like it's your truth. A lot of time it's not. So one of the biggest things that I started doing to change my life, I started to question all my thoughts, and I started to reframe them and rewire new thoughts. Every time a thought that came up that wasn't mine or that wasn't aligned, that didn't feel good to myself, I was like, okay, well, that's a cool thought, but I don't really think it's mine. So what do I want to think instead? How do I want to feel instead? Because you are the creator of your reality. Every thought you have creates your next level, creates your story, creates your results. So when you learn how to shift each thought every time it comes up, you will see rapid shifts because you get to decide. You get to write your own story every single day. So a thought comes up like, oh, I'm not good enough. And of course, there's a deeper level to this. I can't get into that deeper level yet. I'm just going to share this right now. But for now, it's, okay, well, you want to do this? Oh, you're not good enough. You can't do it. I don't really think that's true. Is that true? That doesn't really resonate with me because my higher self knows she's good enough. My higher self knows that actually she can do this. So I'm going to choose to believe that I can do this. And like, thank you for that thought, but I'm going to let it go. It's not mine. And I want to believe that I can do this. And you believe and you move in that direction. Does that make sense? So every thought that comes up, literally take a moment to be like, I don't know about that one. Obviously, the thoughts that are aligned, the thoughts that are empowering, yes, claim them, tap into them even deeper. But there's so many things that come up every single day that block us, that stop us from our power, that drain us of our joy and our energy and our life force. And these thoughts are wreaking havoc, and we don't have to let them. I'm no longer allowing these thoughts to stop me from my success. I'm no longer allowing these thoughts, these stories, these narratives, these limiting beliefs, whatever. They will no longer stop me from doing my mission and helping people and living the life I was meant to live and doing the thing my soul wants to do and feeling my best and sharing my gifts and making lots of money and impacting people and all the things that you want to do. And the new thoughts are this and this and this. And I decide to move in that area. I decide to move in alignment with that version of me that thinks empowering thoughts to herself all the time. And of course, when you heal the deeper wounds, those thoughts come up less and less. That's a whole other thing. Let me know how that landed. That is how you become unstoppable. I'm going to do a recap, okay? LIT method, shabam, 4 parts. You got the soul, getting so aligned with your soul, okay? What you're here to do. Learning how to move from an expansive place. Understanding your feelings are your fuel and how you can use your feelings to gain wisdom to move forward. How you can use your body to move through your feelings. Come to my next talk. I'm going to talk about that and go deep. And how you can not let your feelings stop you from moving forward. Understanding how to hold the capacity, the duality of all the feelings, and using that to really propel you. Number 3, your body, your physical health, your daily dose of M&Ms. Every single day you do that, you're going to feel so much more energized, 10 times your energy, 10 times your state, your focus, productivity. You're going to be so on fire every day. You show up for your business and your life, and you have more time because you're not overthinking all these things. You're just doing. You're moving. You're energized. You have this feeling in your everyday life. You're sleeping good. You're feeling good. Your gut health is improving because you're eating more plants and doing more dance. You have a morning routine that makes you feel grounded. You take deep breaths so you're not as stressed every day. And now your body's operating on this life like, oh my God, I feel so good. Wow. Of course I want to do that. Yes, I'm going to go to this opportunity. Yes, I can have the energy to go to this event. You know what I mean? Your energy is everything. And then last but not least, your mindset. these thoughts aren't mine. I'm going to give them back. I'm going to choose to believe something else. Every time a thought comes up that doesn't align with me, you know what? I choose to be my higher self. And you get to rewrite your thoughts every single day. And that is how you become unstoppable. These 4 things every single day. Let me know how that landed. So if you want to learn how you can win a VIP day of one-on-one coaching with your girl Pearl, all you have to do is take a screenshot or a boomerang or something of this training, of this talk. Write your takeaway, write an aha moment you had, tag me on Instagram, tag Awaken Her Summit on Instagram, and share it. And all the entries I will be putting into a draw at the end of this festival. So whenever it ends, I think it's the 24th it ends, I'll be doing a draw and I'll be announcing the winner in the group. So you want to win some one-on-one coach with me, just do that. Share it to your stories, an aha moment, tag me, tag Awaken Her Summit. Because this is the work we get to do that's going to help you become unstoppable. Thank you so much for being here. I know I went over, but I hope that was so valuable. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'll be around for a couple more minutes. But you can also connect with me on Instagram at PearlCC. Everything is in the show notes. I have 2 freebies for you if you want to dive into my work more, into my world more. If you're feeling lit up from this conversation, let me know. I really hope that served you, and know that once you double down on these 4 pillars, the LIT method, your life will absolutely transform. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Yvonne. Thank you. I'll be here for a minute if you have questions. Other than that, go enjoy the rest of your day. There's other amazing speakers coming up. I'm going to be tuning into the next one while I do some stuff around the house. And I'm just so excited for you to absorb all this information and, of course, take action on what you're learning to really change your life. Okay, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. And I will see you all in the Facebook group and or on Instagram. All right, thank you. Bye.